Right? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna say a bunch of references until something sticks. Well, shoulder day, and tomorrow I'm doing arms. I didn't come to the gym on Monday or Tuesday, so I'm a couple days behind on my workout. But today's the shoulder dominant with a sprinkle of chest in there. And, well, tomorrow's Saturday. Every Saturday I'm working out with my boy, Isaiah, and those are always fun, but we're doing arms. So I'm gonna do my arm day, which is normally day 6, with him, and probably just follow his routine, so I don't really care if it matches up exactly with what I have planned for my arm day. But bicep, tricep, basic stuff. And yeah, it's Halloween, so gonna be in new upholstery on the seat now, so that's nice. I can, I don't know, fart on it. That's dumb. Well, yeah, so Halloween, going to a Halloween party tonight, one of my buddies, and I have no costume. My thing is, I'm big on planning, take notes, make a list, stuff like that. But I'm also a little bit spontaneous in the sense that I plan that tonight I will be going to a Halloween party, but then I don't actually do anything in terms of looking at where to go or looking at where it's at or anything like that. So he sent me the little party flyer thing, and I just now read it last night, even though he sent it to me on Tuesday, and it says costumes required. I was not planning on costume required. I was just gonna be Stephen Hawking or something, just kind of like that. But with the Epstein thing, probably not a good idea. So I figured I got a black turtleneck, I got black pants, and I'm gonna borrow some woman's mascara or something and do a little dot on my nose and some whiskers, and I'll be a cat, black cat. And maybe at the office I'll print out a little cat ear thing to stick on my head if I can get a headband or something. I don't know. I don't like to spend money, ever, or just only on stuff like vacation. So I'm trying to do this without buying stuff. But yeah, and then I have sunglasses, so I'm gonna be a cool cat. That's my Halloweeny thingy. And yeah, that's it. Just talked to one of my buddies here. He went hunting last weekend. He got 2, the group he was with, they got 2 elk and 1 buck, something like that. He said cow too. I don't know if cow is a term for like a female elk. I don't know, but it's cool. Good to hear. He was so excited to do it, and it's good to hear that he succeeded, basically. And this wheelchair's got messed up too. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but kind of underneath here, so the cushion is sitting on a kind of a panel, but that panel is kept tight or kept on by like some ropes underneath, which is kind of terrible because they always get loose over time and then you need new ones and whatnot. But this one, the chain, like the link for it, got twisted, and every time I try to twist it back, it doesn't work, so it's already starting to break. And that sucks because this chair, I paid $3,000 extra to get this chair, and it's been nothing but kind of terrible in terms of what you would expect for how much it costs and everything that you pay for it. I've had more problems with this than I've ever had with my other chair. Like this chair, the seatbelt is terrible. The backrest is decent, but it's still kind of too high up. And the wheels, the tires aren't what I wanted. The brakes aren't what I wanted. The brakes, I don't know why they're like this, because I told them what I want and we confirmed what I would get, and then it's not that. But it's just it's so hard to deal with these people and insurance and everything. So it's frustrating just because you have this kind of sense of hopelessness or helplessness, sense of, it's again, if you've ever read The Trial by Kafka, that's how most of life feels these days. and it's just so bureaucratic, and you're stuck in the cogs and wheels of it all, and you're just lost. You're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to deal with this. Just a bunch of paperwork. And that's why there's more lawyers in America than anywhere else, because we all feel like we need to just be a lawyer, just to live, which is terrible. So, anyway, that's what's going on. I gotta change. So yeah, essentially, this is like my sister's keeper. You know, my old wheelchair is gonna be, like, I'm gonna be taking parts from that and upgrading this, basically. And then eventually, whenever I can, I'll either get a new wheelchair or I'll have them try to upgrade my last wheelchair and fix it up. But because it wouldn't be able to be fixed up, I would just get a new one anyway and kind of run that gambit. Oh gosh, this feels heavy and I'm cold. It's so cold these days in the morning. There's like 30, low 30s out, so you know, like 0 Celsius. And it was nice though. In my house, it was 55, which is like 14 Celsius. And that felt good. I love sleeping when it's cold. And lately I've been listening to some good music. You know, I've been listening to like kind of the early 2000s dance club music. The music that doesn't need remixes, honestly. So, you know, some of the Justin Timberlake, the Rihanna SOS, the Timbaland with the Who I Am or Where I Am or whatever that song is, and then, you know, some Fergie and Nelly Furtado, like Maneater. Right now I got this one is actually a remix, but it's Where Have You Been by Rihanna, but it's a bit of a remix. It's good though, I like it. I'm gonna add it to my gym playlist, the Gym Ultimate. So if anyone wants to listen along with me, that's a lot of the music I listen to in the gym, and we can make a radio based off of any of those songs, and it's pretty good. And last night, I was so tired. I'm gonna do this set while I talk. I was so tired last night that I started to actually feel terrible, and it reminded me, luckily, I was able to have, you know, kind of protect myself emotionally, because this is just a warm-up set, by the way. JFK, the original one that got shot, well, a few of them got shot. You know what I mean? He has a quote where he says, never listen to any thought that you have after 10 p.m. because after 10 p.m. when you're tired, emotions and thoughts that you have already conquered come back. Or something like that. Oh. And that's true. So last night I was feeling really, really down and sad and terrible, and I was thinking of all these negative things, and you know, I just kind of realized, hey, I'm tired. I shouldn't be letting these thoughts consume me. And I didn't. So I'm proud of that, kind of overcoming that. And I'm feeling better now. I got quite a bit of sleep last night. I removed Instagram from my phone. I gotta stop doing that. Work is honestly not going so great right now. Not going so great right now. It's just a very tedious tasks that I just hate. So I'm dreading work. And I realized one of the things I was thinking about is, like, why do I feel so, like, stressed out or down, or, you know, like, what's going on? And I kind of compare it to my friend Elijah. Oh my God, we're at 9 minutes talking. Ugh. Kind of compare it to my friend Elijah, who has his own company, you know, and so when he works all day, he gets home at 7 or 8 p.m. and then he's done for the day. He can relax, play Minecraft, he can, you know, hang out with his wife, focus on eating, having dinner, maybe go to the gym, stuff like that. For me, And for a lot of people like myself, I have my corporate job, which is, whatever it is. And then I go home at 7, 8 p.m. And then I still have to work on my wheelchair DNA, try to do more videos. And so it's like I am working all day and then I come home and I still have my own side hustle or my own things that I want to do and spend my time on that are not a kind of like relaxing whatever in a way. And I mean, I don't know how Elijah's days really are. So I could be wrong, but just the general idea, and I'm just using Elijah as a kind of rough example, the general idea of, if you have your own business or the work that you're doing is something that you're consumed by in a good way and it fulfills you really well, and then you come home and then you can kind of have fun, do some hobbies, hang out, blah, 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 that's a good life. And that's a rare thing to get. A lot of people are looking to achieve that level of work-life balance where, the things you do during the day for work really do fulfill you in that sense. But for me, it doesn't. So when I come home, I'm really thinking about, okay, now I am on my own time, and now is the time for me to work on my stuff that I'm trying to grow and, grow my YouTube, try to do some public speaking, do some writing, stuff like that. And yeah, so, it'd be nice if my day job were YouTube and Wheelchair DNA. And then when I'm done with that at 5 or 6, 7 p.m., then I'm done. And then I don't have more stuff like that to do. I just kind of hang out. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's been something that's kind of getting me not down, but stressing me out maybe or something like that, where I'm really struggling with the work-life balance because I kind of have two works. I have my day job that pays for everything, but it doesn't bring me any satisfaction at all. I'm alone in the office pretty much, and the stuff I'm doing isn't really interesting or fun or anything. Like, I hate it. And it'll change, for the record. We get different tasks all the time. So, it's just kind of in this moment for however long these tasks will last. But the point still stands that, I'm spending most of my day, a lot of my day, just not very happy, not achieving what I want to do, even if it's, like take away the American hustle culture, and I'm still just not where I really want to be with, making progress. It's not about being busy, but it's just, doing something that I feel satisfied with, that I respect myself for. I don't respect myself right now, basically. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is the longest intro I've done in a while, and I can't say I'm happy about it. I just always find a way to talk so long. So when I'm creating my workout plan, I kind of guesstimate the amount of weight I should be doing, because I don't truly know what 90% of my 10 rep max is, because finding your true 10 rep max is so difficult. It depends on how tired or awake you are, time of day, what you worked out the day before, if you did, and everything like that. So it's just a rough, what's mostly there, right? You want to work hard, you want to push hard, you want a high enough weight that it challenges you and you'll grow, and that's kind of the gist. For this, funny enough, machine press, I said 190, question mark. The thing only goes up to 170. So clearly not 190. Probably more about 140, 135 is gonna be my, because what is this? This is 3 reps in reserve, 90% of 10 rep max. So I don't know, whatever that could be. My 10 rep max is probably about 145. 90% of that, I don't want to do the math. Probably 140 or 135. Yeah, so we're gonna do 135 for this. Oh, What the heck? Did I just lose the thing? What? Oh, thanks. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So this is broken. That's hilarious. I'm just gonna keep this out because otherwise it's gonna get lost again. Okay, I just use it like this. En garde, which is French for... I can't think of something funny enough that's also insulting to French people, which would also be funny. Even though I have a friend who's from France, but he lives in America, so he's a good one. Okay, so all right. So we're doing battle ropes. I'm gonna get the ropes. I'm gonna change this music. There we go. So, as part of my new shoulder day routine. Yeah, so as part of my new shoulder day routine, we are doing battle ropes because this is good cardio. Someone's phone just rang. Where's all my music? I don't know. Yeah, so battle ropes, good cardio, but it has some good resistance to it, and it just looks awesome. So, gonna be doing this for 10 minutes, which is a lot of time. So I'm not gonna record all of it. Oh, my back hurts. This seat cushion is no longer doing a good job. Anyway, let me set this up so it actually sees me decent. That'll probably be good. Yes. Whoa. These battle ropes are not the best. I wish the gym would get some new ones. It's all good though. So yeah, we're gonna lock ourselves in as well because otherwise I kind of wiggle around too much for my own wanting. Now I gotta do something about this Apple Watch. It keeps zooming in and out whenever my wrist, ever so slightly touches it. So maybe there's a new way I can enable or disable the zoom or make it less sensitive. I don't know. Alright, 10 minutes of this. I set a timer on my phone for like 11 minutes. That way I can take a break. I don't have to touch the phone and stuff. I just keep the timer going. Come on. Honestly, iPhone has been super slow lately. Even, the newer phone, it just slows down so much. I swear, I'm not getting Apple again. Their phones are, I think they're not good. They used to be good, but now they're a little trashy. Anyway, time to battle it out with the ropes. Well, my mics are actually dying. They don't seem to have that long of a battery life, which is a shame. It's also doubly a shame that, I don't know, that there's two. Instead of just the microphone that I speak into, there's the transceiver and receiver, which means there's two batteries that will die. Anyway, gonna have to figure that out for Taiwan. It's also a bit of a setup too. I think I'm gonna buy a shotgun mic for the camera, and then we'll have a couple audio options. It'll be good. So we're wrapping up on bench. I got 2 more sets, and we're done. So have a good Halloween. I love you. Ciao.